Okay, you guys, in case some of you hadn't come to this conclusion, I am really old. No, no, I know you're shocked. You're like, what? I had no idea. But no, it's true. I am. I am old. And given that, I thought it'd be kind of fun here and there to share with you guys some different life stories and stupid shit I've been through over the years. And you guys have gotten to know me and my personality a little bit. As you can imagine, there's been lots of stupid shit. And what brought this up was yesterday, I bought a new shirt. I was wearing it yesterday. I actually recorded some videos. You'll see it in the videos. Because I like just, general stupidity, even in my clothing. It was this shirt. It just says non-athletic department. And it's got a guy clean and jerking a pizza with pizzas falling all over. And that's perfectly appropriate for me because I really like pizza and not so much working out. But I didn't notice when I bought it. I just noticed this actually when I took it off yesterday I went in to take a shower, I took it off, and I realized it's the number 00 on it. Now, the reason that brought up an old story for me is I always loved the number 00. And when I played football, we didn't have, when I was a kid, we didn't have all the youth leagues like they do now, like you guys do. But the few leagues I was in school and whatnot, nobody would let you wear 00. I don't know why, they just didn't make it available. So years later, I was in my late teens, I lived in California, a little town called Vacaville, and they started a flag football league. So I joined the league, and you could have any number you wanted, so I was 00. Well, that's what made me remember this story. And I almost hesitate to tell stories like this because I don't want to come off as like I'm trying to sound like some kind of tough guy or something. Listen, in my background, I like getting into fights. That was my thing. I liked fighting. Did I win them all? Fuck, no, not even close. So I don't want to tell you guys just the stories of victories, but this one goes down as a victory, but I thought it was funny, and it circles around the 00 because I wore it. I joined this league, and my wife still says, whenever I relate this story, she says, it's perfectly believable in me that I joined a flag football league, and I only made it through like a game and a quarter before I was kicked out of the league, because that's what happened. But in our second game in, I was playing, now we actually had, you didn't have any pads or anything. This is flag football. There was no helmets, no pads, no nothing. And you could only rush, I don't remember what it was. I think were we 7-man teams? I think 8-man teams, whatever. You could rush one guy. So I was, on this particular series, I was the blocker. I was the offensive line. The guy rushing was this big Mexican dude, big guy. Well, what he started doing was every time he would come in to rush, he's like clawing at my face. Which is, of course, you don't have helmets on or anything, which is, of course, illegal and everything. And I don't know if he's just trying to get an advantage, just a dick or whatever. He scratched me in the side of my head. So I told him, I said, hey, dude, don't fucking throw your hands to my face. And he just, ooh, he said something, he goes back. So another down goes by, he does it again. Now I'm getting pissed. And I went, you only had one referee in the game. I went to the referee and said, listen, this guy's like trying to claw my eyes out here. How about a little backup? Because it's pissing me off. And the ref's like, well, I can't see everything. I'm like, okay, whatever. So again, we go through another play, same thing. He comes in, I think now he thinks it's funny. He's clawing at my face, pulling at my face. And so we got done with the play, and I shoved him. I said, listen, motherfucker. I said, go to my face one more time. We're going to have a problem. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. So sure enough, we turned the ball over on that play. I still remember that. So we went on defense. Come back out. I'm back on the line. We get the ball back. Very first down. He comes in, and I was waiting for it. He comes in, hand up to my face. Now, as soon as he did it, I took 2 hard steps back. As I did, he's trying to get the quarterback. He came forward. As he did, I went, wham! And I threw as hard a fucking right as I could. And I threw it right at his face. I was trying to break his nose. And I threw it, and he saw it last second, so he flinched a little, and so I ended up hitting him right in the top of the head. He had a big melon head like mine. I know it was a big melon head because it hurt my fucking fist. So bam! And it was a good shot, man. I got that one because I took 2 steps back, and I was like, it was a nice hip coil. I got turned on that one. Drilled him in the head. You hear the smack. And I stood there waiting, and he went down. I didn't know if he was going to go down or not. That was a pretty big fucking head. So he goes down, and I'm standing there. I didn't jump him or anything. I'm waiting for the fight to continue. So I'm standing there, and of course, it's a flag football league. Everybody's like, hey, fight, cool. Nobody's going to break it up. The referee wasn't going to break it up. He didn't want to get involved. He didn't want to get hit. So everybody just kind of stands there, and he's on the ground. He's just staying there. He wasn't out. I mean, I could see his eyes. His eyes were moving and shit, and he's like, oh, whoa, whoa. He was shaking his head a little bit, and I'm like, well, get the fuck up. I mean, we're going to fight. And he's like, oh, man. And I was like, and I'm just looking at him. I was like, you know, I didn't say anything. I'm like, do something, get up, let's go. I just punched you in the fucking head, let's do something. So this went on, it seemed like an eternity, but it was probably, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. I'm just standing there. He's down there going, holding his head. Now guys feel obligated, so guys come running in between us. So guys are coming in there, telling, you know, pushing me, hey, calm down, calm down. I'm like, I'm calm. I'm just waiting to see what he's gonna do. As soon as we got a bunch of guys between us, fucking dude jumped up and then he wanted to fight. He's going, because now guys are pushing back. He's going, come on, motherfucker, come on, let's go. That was a sucker punch. I said, that wasn't a sucker punch, asshole. I told you were going to get it if you went to my face again. I said, and I punched you in the fucking face like I told you I was going to. Well, come on, let's finish it. I said, yeah, let's go. And so now everybody's between us. So they're pushing him back, pushing me back. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll be back here later. I said, as soon as, because the field was a whole complex of fields. I don't even remember what it's attached to. It's a complex of fields. I said, I'll be back here later, right around nightfall. You and me, you come back here. I'll meet you there. All right, I'll be there, motherfucker. I said, you make sure you are. And so I went back, and you know, you got to be careful because you don't know if he's bringing people with him or what. So I kind of cased the area. There were woods surrounding. So I kind of cased the area. I look around. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. And so then I walked out into the fields. He never showed up or anything, but I just thought that was a fun, interesting story to tell you with the old 00. So with my 00 shirt on in street fights, I was 1-0. Perfect record in 00. So, but he was one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen. Have you guys seen guys like that pull that shit? You know, they don't want the fight until the fight's broke up. Then they're like, come on, man. He's like trying to reach over people and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Now, if you guys like these stories, I'll tell you more. And actually, I have another fight story. Didn't work out as well for me. I have another fight story that happened not far from these fields over near the gym where I used to work out in the same town. This was the keep your mother off the street fight. If you guys want to hear that story, let me know in the comment section and I'll hook it up and I'll tell it to you.